Hi, Bill here with another edition of Metal Minutes. Today is Wednesday, September 1st, 2021. Well, we have some interesting things going on in the metals. We'll talk about that just in a moment when we do the numbers. But we've got a couple of analysts that have listened to Chairman Powell's Fed speech on Friday, and we've written an article about that. I'll put a link to that in the article write-up today. But these other analysts are calling for, they believe $1,900 gold is in the cards in the short run, and that certainly lines up with what we project for through the end of the year. And we also see some interesting things. We know the unfortunate events that have gone on in Afghanistan are certainly a concern to all of us concerning the equipment, and there were quite a bit of cash that was left behind. There's a video circulating showing all the pallets of cash that the Taliban are going through. But Russia has made an interesting statement here recently. They are concerned about not the cash, they're concerned about the gold that belongs to the people of Afghanistan, and they're trying to pressure the West, including the United States, to not sit on the gold. It's like they, have zero regard for the cash, but they're concerned what happens to the gold. That tells me, and it should tell all of us, just how important gold still is to the financial security not only of a nation, but to individuals. Now, we have some interesting things going on with the supply issues. The Baltic Dry Index is an index of shipping costs. It's something that tracks how much it costs to ship goods from one country to another. Since the beginning of 2021, that index number has more than tripled. And so the costs, just anecdotal evidence, shipping container costs, say from China to the port in Los Angeles, a year or two ago, they would run about $1,200, $1,500 for a 40-foot shipping container. Well, now the same type of container is running upwards over $20,000 in some cases just for the container to ship the goods, and that's due to coronavirus outbreaks in various places along the shipping lines. We have dock workers that are quarantined either in China or in Los Angeles. We've got a few strikes going on with various modes of transportation, either truck drivers or just different things along the supply chain that have really caused the shipping costs to rise. And that affects the price of every good that's shipped. It also affects the availability. Now, we've written previously about what happens when money supply increases at the same time the supply of goods decreases or stays the same. And now we have both of those things happening simultaneously. You may recall that we've looked at how gold has performed in different currencies around the world, and often gold rises in other currencies at a faster pace than it has in the dollar. Well, something unique going on now is the supply crunch is affecting nations all over the globe. Just a couple we'll mention briefly from our friends at Alden Economics. They've done a neat analysis, has some nice graphs of say, Great Britain and Japan. They're a couple of our trading partners. They have supply issues as well, but one difference between them and the United States right now is we have drastically increased our currency supply. We have thrown a lot of money in terms of dollars at the issues going on in our country, whereas they have not. And so we expect to see more inflation in the United States with the same issues as other areas of the world. And so far, especially with Chairman Powell, during his comments, he didn't address inflation as anything that he felt was a lasting concern. Well, that just served to cause gold to rise even on that first day, and it has continued to go up since then. And so I believe going forward we may see gold in dollars lead gold in some of the other currencies, which is opposite of the way it is much of the time. So if you're an American, and for us Americans that are precious metals advocates, why this should be a good time for us in the months and short to medium term ahead. Of course, long term it's good no matter where you are in the world, but I believe it'll be our turn to shine. So let's talk about those numbers. We have, for the 1 week, we've got all the metals up, and then for the 1 year time we've got a mixed bag. But in the 1 week time period, we've got gold up 1% to $1,820 an ounce. We've got silver up 1% to $24.03 an ounce. We have platinum up 1.5% to $1,021 an ounce. And we have palladium up 1.2% to $2,515 an ounce. For the 1 year time, we've got gold down 7.6%. We have silver down 14.6%. We have platinum up 8% and palladium up 10% for the 1 year time, a year ago today. And so that's the numbers, that's the outlook. I think we're on the right track, we're on an upward swing, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks for tuning in.